Whoever's the host. Thank you for that. Hi, everybody. Today is Friday, December 11th. Welcome to the Package Group Weekly Retro. We're starting with what went not so well today. And Tim, you have the first agenda item, please.
Yeah, it just felt like an increased number of meetings this week, which was tough to balance because we also had milestone planning and release posts to do, but it's Friday, so it's almost over. On to John.
Thanks, Tim. Sure. So just wanted to note, I was feeling super exhausted midweek, and I took a day to rest, and that helped me feel better. Haley, do you want to verbalize your?
Oh yeah, I mean, I had a little bit of that midweek too. Not sure what it was. Just tired.
Yeah, that's exactly how I felt too. Thanks, Haley. And I have the next one as well. I'm feeling the end of milestone tasks are just feeling a bit rushed with the release schedule adjustments this week. I'll read for David. David says, my last two MRs for 13.7 are still in review, and the Pongs are slower as we're at the end of the milestone, which is increasing the chances that they will not make it. Sad emoji. Thanks, David, for sharing that. Haley, over to you, please.
Yeah, so this week felt more back and forthy on MRs than normal. It's all good, but it does feel nice to get it right sooner. Nico?
Yeah, I had a bump on a pretty important MR, and that sparked a few conversation. Luckily, the conversation had been moved to an issue, and the MR moved on. And over to Ian.
This week, I was trying to stay in sync with all the members of two different teams, and it proved to be a lot more difficult to maintain and also a lot more exhausting than I expected. And that just slowed me down in the ability to respond to comments or actually create designs. So that was a bit of a struggle this week. And I'm also in the middle of moving, and that disrupted my days more than I expected, being somewhere to like install internet or whatever was needed. And the general tiredness of moving really hit me hard. Over to John, who is typing a comment, I think.
Sorry, Ian. I was just saying I could totally relate to the moving and disrupting the days. That happened to me as well. So sorry for the last minute comment. Tim, you have the first what went well?
Yeah, we had a great customer call this week, and I was glad that Steve was able to join. And we discussed the package registry and helping them migrate off of Artifactory. It was really cool. And also it felt like a really productive week, and it's really nice to have an office where I can close the door and zoom in, and it's been amazing. On to Steve.
Yeah, turning on the dependency proxy authentication, which enabled the ability for private groups, was super quiet. Haven't heard anything actually so far. And so that's been a relief after stressing about breaking pipelines. So I have pushed the feature flag removal into maintainer review. And then secondly, all of the dependency proxy issues are hitting production with some time to spare before the cutoff, which is just another stress relief. No last minute panicking to try to get things in. Over to John.
Yeah, thanks, Steve. So just a celebratory announcement here. The Docker distribution was recently donated to CNCF, and Haley and Juan are now maintainers. So super exciting about that. And thanks, David, for adding the commit there. So congrats to you both, and that's super exciting. Over to Juan.
Lots of good conversations about availability and architecture around the registry this week. And also the major logging improvements have been enabled in GitLab.com for the registry. So we now have a much better view into what the registry is doing and how the repositories look like. And to Haley.
Yep, so I had the chance to show Sophia around the container registry this week. It's always cool to show people around and get them familiar with the kind of things for work with. On to Nico.
Yeah, so the container registry is now fully migrated to GraphQL.
Awesome. Thanks, everybody. Any other comments or thoughts before we stop recording? No? Okay. Would someone mind please stopping the recording?